Tav X. Hebrews. Look at the sun dancing on that water right there. Hit the like button as you come through the door on this very cold day in the DMV. The DMV, that's the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. It's very cold out here, beloved. Very cold. I told y'all on Wednesday that there would be no live stream today because I was supposed to be still in slavery right now. They did a lot of switching up of our schedule due to various things. And because we couldn't do what we needed to do last Monday because of MLK Day, they tried to switch it over and they was gonna make us do slavery after we did our day slavery today. I was supposed to roll right over into evening time slavery, which would not have allowed me to be here with you right now. Right? So I'm not gonna keep you long at all. Just touching base with y'all. Just getting out of the Babylonian 9 to 5 meat grinder not too long ago. I really feel like going up to the mountains. That's what I really feel like doing, but I'm just too tired. I don't have it in me. So I said, you know what? Let me come to one of my little secret hideaway spots right here in the DMV. And it may look nice and peaceful right here because it is. But as soon as you step out of this environment right here, it can go down at the drop of a dime. Don't let this little peaceful, serene backdrop fool you. Because every so often, the city train will come running through here, which lets you know that what? The spot where I'm at is right here. It's right here in the mix of things. Of course, I'm not going to say my exact location because some way, somehow, this spot has been able to remain kind of low key. And that's the way I like it. Because if these Bammers out this jump start to find out that this spot is over here, I will no longer want to come up here and film these videos because it will no longer be this kind of place. Won't be peaceful anymore. Hit the like button on your way in the door. And right on cue, right on cue, you see that? That's the city train. That's the city train right on cue. Just to let you know, if you start thinking I'm way off in the mountains somewhere, some nice countryside life, no, I'm not. I'm right here in the thick of things. But some way, somehow, all praises to the Most High God. And look, there go the city train again. There's all kind of traffic coming through here on the regular. You see that? And whenever you see that train, that should let you know what kind of surroundings that I'm in right now. And wherever you see the train show up at, that means niggas can get to this spot very easy. I told you, as soon as I step outside of here, I'm right back in the real world. And I'm really amazed at how this spot has been able to stay so low key. When I found out about it, somebody told me about it. I had no idea that this spot was here. But I've rode past this place numerous times. But you can't see it from the main road. You got to go way off in the cut somewhere. And that's why a lot of people who look like me and some of you other Hebrews out there, they don't know about this. For the most part, when I come up here, I see a whole lot of everybody else except the Hebrews. I see a lot of Psalms 83 when I come up here. And when I see Psalms 83 when I come up here, they be looking at me like, man, how in the heck did this Negro find out about this spot? Because not too many so-called black people know about this spot, y'all. Very peaceful, okay? Although it's very cold out here, don't get it twisted. And it's gonna get super, super cold tonight and tomorrow because we got a snowstorm on the way. They say it's gonna be pretty daggone bad. The heck? They say it's gonna be pretty daggone bad. But I guess we'll see when it gets here. You know how usually before you have that big snowstorm, it'll warm up like a day or two right before it goes crazy. And today, even though it's cold, it will have to be probably one of the warmest days we done had, especially in the last week or two. I mean, we are right in the middle of winter, right? Look at all those geese over there. That's what those things are right there, family. Geese. I guess they over there chilling right now, though. What a time to be alive, beloved ones. What a time to be alive. I love me some nature. I love the water, even though I don't know how to swim. No, I don't know how to swim. But I do love the water, still the same. I love the animals. Look at these joints over here. Look at all these joints over here just chilling. I guess they say, man, it's too cold to be moving all around. These Bama's just over here chilling. Everybody in their own little world. Look at all those geese. Look at all those geese, y'all. Those are geese. Beloved ones, can y'all feel it in the air? Can you feel the spiritual shift, the invisible world? Can you feel the goings and the comings of the invisible world? You've been surrounded by the invisible world ever since you've been born. Before you were born, you were in the spiritual realm. And these geese are all down here. Good gracious alive. They lining the whole daggone. Wow. What's that scripture that says, as birds flying, so shall the Lord defend Jerusalem? I'm paraphrasing. It's something like that. As birds flying, so shall Yahweh defend Jerusalem. It goes something like that. Look at those birds. They know I'm recording, y'all. They giving me a good drop. They doing that just for y'all. Look at the birds. Look at the bird. Look at the geese doing that for y'all because they know they was on camera. That's what that was. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Can't make this up. It's almost like the geese were performing. And check this out. Check this out. Check this out. What if I were to tell you that I was communicating with the little birdies? What if I told you that? What if I told you that some way, somehow, I was communicating with the birdies and they could feel my spirit and I could feel theirs? Look, I'm not saying that this is the case. I'm saying, what if? What if? Right? Hey, Hebrews, many of us, we got no idea what kind of planet that we live on. Many of us have no idea what kind of world this is that we live in. Many of us out there have been taught to turn off who we really are, what we really are. I said it before and I'm gonna keep on saying it. The majority of us, including myself, we've yet to realize what kind of planet this is. What kind of planet is planet Earth? Many of us have yet to realize what a human being really is. Not what they told you a human being was, what a human being really, truly is, and what they can do naturally. Not no witchcraft, not no sorcery, not none of that crap. But we've been taught to turn our minds off, to turn our spirits off. Okay? And I'm telling you, no more. No more. All my beloved ones out there, tomorrow, you're going to want to tune in to the live stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's live stream is not going to be a so-called regular live stream. Tomorrow's live stream, we're going to be going into human beings and one of the extraordinary things that they are able to do. And I'm also going to be unveiling a little bit of info about myself and something that I discovered about myself. All right? I can't lie. It's mind-blowing. And I'm definitely not just saying it because it's me. It's mind-blowing because the things that have been revealed to me. The Most High has been constantly revealing things to me. And this right here, I guess it's just another one of those things. And it truly is amazing. Truly is amazing. Beloved, you don't know who you are. You don't know what you are. You don't know what kind of world this is. You know what they told you. But you don't actually know and understand what kind of planet this is that you live in. You don't know. You do not know the full capabilities of a human being. Dare I say, we only even know probably 30% of what a human being actually is and what a human being is capable of. You are a walking electrical rod. A human being is made up of a lot of electricity and water. I want you to just let that sink in for a little bit, Hebrew. You are a walking electric rod. You got the breath of the Most High inside of you on top of that. Do you even know what that means? do you? Those geese are having a marvelous time out there in these very cold waters. I would love to be able to translate what those geese are saying right now. They saying something. You know what? I don't know if I've ever seen this many geese. They all over this place. Look at these geese, y'all. They're everywhere. Look at that. As far as the eye can see. Hey, yo, they out here. The geese are out here. It's cold out here too, beloved. Hit that like button for your brother. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I get a certain kind of feeling when I get around water. I get around nature. All around me right now, you see the trees are naked because they appear to die. They appear to die. They're not really dead, but they appear to. I think that's in I want to say Wisdom of Solomon. Don't hold me to it though. But it says the trees, they seem to die. But I know they're not dead, and so do you. They come back. All the stuff you see around me right now, like this tree right here, right? You see all those branches. And they appear as if they're dead. That's why a lot of the times you'll see the scriptures will compare trees to men. Because in a lot of ways, men and trees, we are a lot alike. Right? Look at all this right now. All you see is branches, right? Bare branches, right?
Hi, man.
How you doing?
Good.
All you see is a lot of branches. See? You don't see no foliage, you don't see no leaves, a lot of branches. Why? Because the trees appear to die. Everything, there's a time in the season for everything. Just like it was a time in the season for us to be treated the way that we were worldwide. It was a certain time for that. And now we have already moved into another time. And we're going to keep on progressing through that time. Doesn't matter who's ready for it or not. Look at all these geese. Look at these geese, y'all. Look. They out here. I'm telling you, it's something that is so soothing about the animals. And you know what? And it made me understand more and more and more when you start thinking about different kinds of creations. Because it's more than one. There is more than one. A couple of days ago, that might have been Wednesday. Might have been Wednesday. We went live talking about the difference. Talking about the difference between Genesis 1 and Genesis 2. And just listening to the verbiage. See, when you listen to the verbiage and you don't lie and you're honest, at best we could say something like, hey, I don't understand this passage, or I'm having questions about this, questions about that. We all should have questions about everything because we know we've been fed a whole lot of lies. So somebody who's not going to question anything, you're going to fall for anything, beloved. And it is something, I get such a feeling by being around this nature, even though it is very cold out here. But it's also something else out here. The vibration, the frequency, the peace, the tranquility, the physical health, and the mental health, and the spiritual health that I get from being around this, minus that, minus that city train in the background, minus that city train in the background that tries to always let me know if I want to get too comfortable exactly where I'm at. And I do know exactly where I'm at. Jeremiah 33 and 3. I'm paraphrasing. Jeremiah 33 and 3. Again, I'm paraphrasing. Look to me, and I will show you great things that you have never seen or heard before. Jeremiah 33, verse 3. I'm paraphrasing. King David, what's good, brother? King David says, Tav X on captivity. Weak ass 10-minute break. I'm taking 15. Exactly. I know what you mean, King David. They give us these little 10-minute breaks, yo. I'm like, yo, what do I have time to do in 10 minutes? Can't even spell my name in 10 minutes. You don't even have a chance to count to 10 in 10 minutes. But they actually expect us to take that little 10-minute break. I know what you mean. And that's another reason. I've been thinking about that all day too. See, when I'm in captivity these days, it doesn't work like it did in the prior years where I was just pining away in captivity and never seeing an end in sight. Pining away in captivity, never knowing that there's a better way. These days, as I'm knee deep, and I am knee deep in captivity, beloved. These days, though, as I'm physically knee deep in captivity, my body may be in captivity, but my mind is completely liberated and free. And that's due to a couple of things. Chiefly because I went Yah only. I went Yahweh only, Yah only, whatever you want to call it. And because of that, my life is trending upward. Okay? More and more every single day. The more and more I start to understand things about the Most High, the more and more I start to understand things about what kind of world, what kind of planet we live on, the more and more I start to understand what a human being is, the more and more I start to understand what a human being is capable of, the more I start to understand what every one of us is capable of, including myself, including you. As I'm working away knee deep in captivity every day, now I have the hope. Now I have the hope because now I know that's not the end of the road for me. I'm not just going to be working a 9-to-5 job, making another man rich until I leave this earth. Because I turn Yah only, because I try my best to serve him with all my heart, mind, and soul, because I do meditation, I do psalm meditation, and I think upon these things and I ponder upon these things. And the Most High shows me things. He shows me wisdom. Jeremiah 33 and 3. All of that going on. And the Most High is shaping me. He's already shaped me, and he's continuing to shape me into the kind of person that will not need another person telling them what to do. That will not need another person to supervise them. That will not need another person telling them how much money they can make. That will not need another person telling them when to make money. You become the person first, and then all the other stuff happens. Become the person that makes those things happen, and then those things will happen, not the other way around. King David says, then be trying to be slick, be charging you minutes, getting to the break room, knowing it's 6 minutes away, so you really got 4 minutes. Exactly. Hey, King David, it's diabolical out here, bro. King David says, why we need the most high, Yah only. We not even supposed to be slaving like this. This is pure punishment. Not saying be lazy, but man, just to work to death is crazy. Exactly, King David. And this is what we are really doing, y'all. This is not what we are supposed to be doing. This is not what we're supposed to be doing. And many people will tell you, oh man, stop complaining. Nah, it ain't got nothing to do with complaining. Cause I'm not complaining. But I had that aha moment. And I realized we are not supposed to be doing this. This is a punishment, like King David said. And here's the thing I realized too. Once we go y'all only, we supposed to be starting to come up out of that kind of punishment and curses that the Most High put on us. Maybe not as a nation as a whole, but individually, once we start turning away from our wicked ways, going back to Yah only, our fortunes are supposed to get reversed. Maybe not all at once. For some people, it happens all at once. But once you go Yah only and you have the consciousness and you understand this, your fortunes are supposed to start to reverse. And that's the part of the game I don't hear anybody out there talking about, right? So I'm talking about it, and I'm a living witness of it. Everything starts up here, family. Everything starts up here. Abundance, health, and wealth, everything starts spiritually first. Before you're able to have stacks, before you're able to get financially wealthy, you get spiritually wealthy first. You hear that goose right there, or that geese backing me up with sound confirmation? A couple of them backing me up now. Y'all hear that? I can't make none of this stuff. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Share this video with somebody and subscribe to the channel. Family, because we are late in the game, we are in the end times, y'all. Jeremiah 33 and 3. And I'm paraphrasing again. Seek me, and I will show thee great things which thou hast not seen or heard. It's a lot of stuff, y'all, that we have not seen and we have not heard. It ain't just a little bit neither. It's a lot of stuff that we have not seen, we have not heard because they hid it from us. All praises to the Most High, Yah, and Him alone. He's bringing things back now. He's making us more aware. He's letting us understand that our words and our thoughts control our reality. The Most High has already altered my reality, and He's giving me the wisdom and knowledge to understand that He's continuing to alter my reality. And He's letting me know that I have the power to alter my reality by using my mind. I am that which I desire to be. Talk to yourself like that. Don't let it just be talk, though. I am that which I desire to be. And now you have to sit and think, what is it that you desire to be? See, you can't lie. Well, you can lie to me. You can even lie to yourself. But you cannot lie to the Most High God, nor can you lie to the universe. The universe can hear you. The water can hear you. Did you know that, Hebrew? Did you know that the water has consciousness? The air has consciousness. Yes, these things can hear you. And they can also hear your thoughts. You don't have to speak out loud for the universe to hear you because the universe is alive. That's the way that the Most High Yah made it. Look at those little ducks right there, those little geese swimming. Y'all see that? Look at them. Look at those little guys. I'm telling you, I loves me some nature. That's why I had to come up here, y'all, even though it's very, very, very cold. My fingers feel like ice picks. Jeremiah 33:3. I'm paraphrasing again. Seek me, and I will show thee great things that thou hast never heard or seen. There's a lot of stuff out there that we've never heard or seen, y'all, because they hid it from us. But because we turn into Yah with all our heart, mind, and soul, He's revealing things to us. A couple of weeks ago, a brother emailed me and he told me ever since he was a small child, he had the ability to do telekinesis. Do you know what telekinesis is? Telekinesis is when you move things using your brain, not picking up something with your hand, picking up something with your mind. And listen to me, before all the church people, because church has destroyed the minds of the Hebrew Israelites. So when I say something about telekinesis, moving something with your mind, has nothing to do with magic, has nothing to do with witchcraft. But you know why many of you gonna think so? Because you don't know what kind of world you live in. You don't know what kind of planet you live in. You don't even know what a human being is, let alone what a human being is capable of. You know what they told you. And I'm telling you right now, they lied to you about every damn thing. If they're talking, they're lying. They told you it's no such thing as telekinesis. They told you that there's no such thing as somebody being able to move something with their mind. Even though you have the spirit of Yah himself walking around inside your body. Even though you're made in his image, even though he created things by saying things. The Most High Yah created things by talking. But they told you for you to create something, you got to come out, work 2 and 3 jobs, and start moving stuff around with your hands. They never told you that your thoughts, your mind. Do you hear that train honking in the background? That's called sound confirmation. Whoever's watching this right now, if you heard that sound confirmation, hit the like button, okay? And also, let us know in the live chat that you hear that sound confirmation in the background. It's all about your mind. Your mind is the strongest piece of machinery that you got. You think Chat GPT is something. You think that AI is something. You think that smartphones are something. I'm telling you that your mind, as a human being who has the spirit of God or Yah living inside of your body, I'm telling you, beloved, we've all been taught to play ourselves cheap and short. Listen to me. You don't know what you really are. You know what they told you. Many of you out there, including myself, we've been living a life of limitation because that's what other people wanted for us. Like I said, the brother emailed me a couple of weeks ago, and he told me that ever since he was a small child, he's had the ability to do telekinesis. Right? Now, many of you would say, no way, no way, there's no way that you can move things with your brain. Well, why not? And you know why you would say that? Because you don't know the rules of reality. You've never been taught the rules of reality. If you knew the rules of reality, you would understand that your thoughts and your words create your reality. Your thoughts and your words and your feelings, those three combined create your reality. They're not going to teach you that at church. They're not going to teach you that at school. Unfortunately, for many of our people out there, that's going to be above their pay grade. Most people don't want to hear this kind of talk because they don't understand it. And I can't say that I blame them. It's like me. I don't understand the German language, right? So I might be hard pressed if you try to get me to sit through a 45-minute or a 60-minute lecture and they speaking all German if I don't know German. So when we talk like this, because of what the world has done to humanity, because of what the church has done to humanity, school, they have dumbed us down, dulled us down to the point you don't even know what you are anymore. You have no idea. And this goes for me too. I'm learning now though, and the Most High Yah got me on the fast track because I've been searching and I've been wanting to seek these things out. Is wisdom. And when you get true wisdom, wisdom has riches in her hand and glory and honor in her hand. When you seek her out, in Jeremiah 33 and 3, again, I'm paraphrasing. Look to me, look to me, and I will tell you things that you have never heard or seen. Tell me the Most High God ain't telling us and showing us things that we've never seen before. There was a time in my life where I would have never believed that somebody has telekinesis. I used to think that that stuff was only in the movies. But you know what I understand? A lot of stuff that they put in the movies is actually true. A lot of stuff they put in the movies is actually true. And they put it in the movies because they know many people are not going to believe it. You're going to laugh it off and say, oh man, that's just in the movies. But you don't know. They show you a lot of reality in the movies because they know you're going to shrug it off and just brush it off. And they get a kick out of doing that. I'm telling you. Shout out to the brother though that came forward and emailed me and didn't mind if I thought he was crazy, which I don't think he's crazy. I believe him. I know he's telling the truth. Shout out to that brother though who told me about him being able to do telekinesis ever since he was a child. Because I could have ridiculed him, I could have name called him and said he's this, he's that, but he felt comfortable enough to share that with me. And then he told me if I wanted to, I could bring it to the family and share it with y'all. Because I always knew that people like that out there existed, but I just couldn't prove it. That's another thing. Now I'm gonna be telling y'all about myself tomorrow. Some things got revealed to me about myself. Some things that I can do. Now, I didn't try to go out and do this. I wasn't looking for this. But here's how it is. When you turn to Yah and you turn to Him only, there are certain things that come with that. Okay? And He gives us wisdom and He gives us knowledge and He shows us things that we never could have and would have seen before. And sometimes He unveils power to us. Back before I even knew I was a Hebrew Israelite, I was still black. I was still a nigga. And I was at one of my all-time lows. All right? I was going to go out and commit a robbery. All right? Now, I never robbed anybody a day in my life. All praises to the Most High. But at this moment, I'd had enough. And that day, I was going to commit a robbery that day. It wasn't a doubt in my mind. This robbery was going to go down. And just like I'm standing here right now, looking at these trees right here, in my old neighborhood, it was a big old, big old, big old tree. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I swear that tree started talking to me, just like I'm talking to you right now. That tree started talking to me. And I know it sounds crazy. I know. But that tree is the only thing that stopped me from committing a robbery. And only the Most High knows what would have happened if I would have went through with that robbery, because I was definitely going to commit that robbery. But the tree talked to me, okay? And at that time, I couldn't understand it because it didn't make sense that a tree could talk. That tree chewed me out, and it lasted quite a while. Lasted quite a while. I was at a very dark place. But why am I telling you that? I'm telling you the fact that a tree would talk to me. Now, you might not know, but that's not normal, beloved. That's not normal. That's one of the reasons why I was so hesitant to tell everybody about that because I knew how crazy it sounds, right? I know how crazy it sounds. Just like I know how crazy it sounds for that brother when he told me he has telekinesis. But I know he's telling the truth. How? Because I've had crazy, crazy things like the tree talking to me, and it freaked me out. But that was the Most High God literally saving my life by using a tree to talk to me the same way I'm talking to y'all right now. And guess what? I know a lot of people might say, nigga, I don't believe that. That's cap. You making it up. And look, I feel you. Because at one time, there's no way I would believe that you're going to tell me a tree can talk. But I swear, I'm a witness. Trees can talk. That means that they can hear too, because that tree knew exactly what I was up to. And he rebuked me. I know it sounds crazy. I'm just telling y'all the truth. And you hear these geese? You hear these geese backing me up with sound confirmation? Tell them, geese. But why am I telling y'all all of that? The tree had talked to me because that's not normal. But now I know why. Obviously, the chief thing, because the Most High God wanted that tree to talk to me. That's the immediate answer. But then I got some little answers under that, under the surface. Some things have been revealed to me, and now I know why I was able to hear that tree talk to me that day. And I'm going to reveal that to you guys and gals tomorrow on the live stream. Tomorrow's live stream is going to be very interesting if you can make it. Please make sure that you do. And if you miss tomorrow's evening's live stream, try to catch it on the playback. But the only kind of people who a tree talking to somebody doesn't sound crazy to would be another crazy person, allegedly. Even though I'm not crazy. Just like I know y'all are not crazy. But people call all of us crazy because we y'all only. Okay, let me see. King David says, why we need the Most High y'all only? We not even supposed to be slaving. Okay, we read that. King David says, we in the end, like literally not that Christian talk end time as they speak and people holding to this JC and black JC. I truly feel bad. Man, not for them sellout camp leaders, the people. Yeah, they leading a lot of people astray, King David. King David says, facts. They lied on everything with school, the north, east, south, west, not even in the right order. They teach if they lie about the land, of course, they will lie about directions. Exactly, King David. These people, they don't know how to operate without lying. Lying is the main course and the side dish. Melissa Israel says, facts, King David. If they say up, you know it's down. Yep. Melissa Israel says they reverse everything. Yes. You know how it's so funny? People like us, we understand that, right? But try telling this to your regular everyday people. They're gonna look at us like we crazy. They think that we crazy. King David says, what if it's an angel like the burning bush with the tree? And facts, Melissa, they looking in the sky for deity, but can come out the ground. Ah, very interesting, King David. Again, King David says, what if it's an angel like the burning bush with the Melissa? They looking in the sky for deity, but can come out of the ground. Hey, yo, that's heavy, Op. That is heavy what you saying, bro. And it's oh so true. It's oh so true. See, like what y'all said, everything that they say, they lie. If they say up, you know to look down. If they tell you, hey, look over there to the left, you know you better look to the right. If they tell you, hey, you better go inside, you know it's time to come outside. Whatever they say, it's always the opposite. And you know what? When you are a Yah only person, man or woman, you are the total opposite. We go against everything because it's something in our spirits that subconsciously, even though we might not know and understand it, we can feel something all our life. We can feel something wasn't right. And the more and more and more we turn back to Yah and Him only, the more and more and more He starts showing us stuff, y'all. Jeremiah 33 and 3. I'm paraphrasing again. Seek to me or call to me, and I will show you things, great things you have not heard or seen. Is this not what is happening in these days and times? I can't believe that a brother actually has telekinesis out there. And I'm sure he's not the only one. Melissa says, I see what you're saying, King David. Maybe an angel of Yah was in that tree to talk to Mr. Real Talk. Hey, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy, King David. I never thought about that, bro. I never thought about that. I know that tree, and I could tell, that tree talked to me like it had been knowing me my whole life. It's like one of your family members, your older family members, catch you doing something that you know you shouldn't be doing, and they just look at you with that look like they just ashamed of you. That's how that tree made me feel. And I know it sounds crazy, y'all. I know it sounds crazy that a tree can have feelings, but I'm just telling y'all what happened. That tree talked to me, and I could feel the feelings and emotions coming from that tree. That tree was very disappointed in me, and it made me feel bad. I felt like a piece of crap. Now imagine this. Imagine being at the crib all by yourself, getting ready to commit a robbery. I'm planning out the robbery, how I'm going to go about doing it. And I kept on saying to myself, I ain't going to kill nobody. We ain't killing nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's what I kept telling myself, right? Only the Most High God knows what would have happened. Maybe I would have ended up harming somebody. Maybe somebody would have ended up smoking me. Either way, my life would have been changed forever. That's how down bad I was, and my mind was really eating me alive. I didn't know nothing about this Israelite stuff. I was a young nigga at this time, right? I was black. I was in the hood. And in the hood, I ain't even got to tell y'all. If you know, you already know. Ain't nothing good in the hood. That tree saved my life. And I was at an all-time low. That day was going to change my life for the rest of my life, one way or another, either for better or for worse. Of course, it would have been for worse eventually, but the way my mind worked back then, if I would have went out and committed that robbery and I would have got me some money, in my crazy black mind, that would have been a good day because I was gone at that point. But the Most High God knew that day to reach me, he had to do something out of this world. And he knew that, and he did that to me. And he must have did it because he really loved me. And I thank the Most High God for saving my life that day. And so I know that things that don't sound possible are possible, like a tree talking. Same way I know it's possible. And I believe my brother when he said he's been doing telekinesis since he was a small child. And he said that he would notice as a small child, whenever he would get really angry and really mad, the dishes in the house would start shaking and vibrating. Now you tell me that don't sound like some X-Men stuff right there. That's some Marvel superhero stuff right there. Even on the lower side. Right now in this physical state that we are in right now, these physical bodies that you got right now is capable of that kind of stuff. But they're not going to tell you that in church. They're not going to tell you that in school. There's people out there who will try to tell you that what I'm telling you is witchcraft, even though we hate witchcraft and sorcery over here. But you know why people are going to say that? Because that's what their brains have been trained to teach. That's what their brains have been locked into. Most people think that humans are what they taught us humans were when we grew up in school. And I'm telling you right now, that's a straight up lie. When we was growing up in school, they never told me that there was a possibility that a tree could talk to me and that I could hear it. It's one thing for a tree to talk, but for me to be able to hear it, that's a whole nother ball game. They never told me nothing like that. They never told me when I was in school that I would know people who can move things with their brain, telekinesis, not trying to do it. He said ever since he was a child, he noticed when he would get very upset or very angry, the dishes in the house would start shaking and rattling. And look, that should be no surprise to us because your body is made up of electricity. And you got the breath of Yah inside of you, the power of Yah inside of you, along with electricity. You don't know what a human being is capable of. Neither do I. But I'm starting to get hip to it though. King David says 100, Melissa. We get small few in the wilderness too. Like Tessa Yah made, they got us thinking, think you said it too. We going to a wilderness literally. Nah, we in already and y'all gonna pop up on us soon. Hey, King David, I be thinking about that all the time, bro. I be thinking about that all the time. See, they got us thinking that things are gonna unfold one way when the whole time, if everybody's just so sure, hey, y'all, it's a whole lot of helicopters out here right now. I don't know what they got going on. I don't know what they got going on, but there's something going on. Something going on, y'all. This ain't normal over here. Where I'm at, this is not normal. And I see a whole lot of police out on the streets too, set up strategically. It kind of gives me the feeling that something is going on. I ain't gonna lie. As soon as I got out of slavery earlier today, it just didn't feel right. Even though it's always be a lot of police around, but it seemed like it's more police around right now. I don't know. It got that feeling like something is going on. And something probably is going on. I mean, because we did set that stone right in Washington, D.C. We set that witness stone to the Most High God and Him alone. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 19 to 20. And ever since we placed that witness stone, it's been popping off out here. But they never told us that people exist who can do telekinesis. They want you to think that that's magic and sorcery. It's not. Is it magic and sorcery when a bird flies? With that kind of logic, they would tell you, see, that bird is only supposed to be able to walk. What is he doing flying? Sorcery, Ak? No, 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 no. Maybe in the old days you would have been able to trick us. And see, that's the part. That's part of the game. Trick you into being afraid of yourself. The Most High God is giving human beings certain kind of abilities, but you don't know what they are because we were born into a world already. The lies were already rolling full speed ahead by the time any of us came along. So we think we're only made to do certain things where it's a whole lot of other stuff going on in the background, y'all. Your body is filled with electricity. Your body is filled with the breath of Yah himself. They taught you to look way, way, way off into the stratosphere, billions of light years away, whole time. Yah himself walking around inside your body. That's the only reason why I can stand up and look into this camera right now, because Yah is inside of my body, holding my body up. The very minute that Yah leaves my body, this body's going to give out and collapse. And it's going to turn into an ice cold meat suit. That's all any of us are without Yah living in our bodies. We don't realize how powerful that is. We're talking about the Creator himself living inside of your body. That's the only reason why you can watch this video. If Yah was to exit your body right now, your body would turn into an ice cold meat suit. Give the Most High God a hand out there and hit the like button if you have not hit the like button already, beloved. The Most High God is showing us things. And just like King David said, things are not what we necessarily think they are. Everybody's looking for the Most High to come and grab you up physically and send you into a wilderness. And so it's going to catch you completely off guard when the Most High God just pop up. It's so many people out there that says, well, this has to happen next. This has to happen. That has to happen. Although prophecy must be fulfilled a lot of the times, sometimes it doesn't have to look like the way we envision it. And sometimes we be waiting on things that happen that have already happened. One thing I can tell you for sure, when the Most High Yah pops up, it's going to be a sneak attack. It's going to be a sneak attack. And even the ones who get saved, and hopefully we are in that number, we still going to be scared. We still going to be scared to death. And we're going to be like, whew, he's not here to kill us. And then we're going to step back and watch him smoke everybody else. Because that's what's going to happen. It's going to be a drive-by on the earth. And like Tessa Yah said before, the Most High gonna do a drive-by on the earth. And when he pop up, he gonna be smoking people. And even the people who he don't smoke, we gonna be so afraid by just his presence. You're gonna be in the presence of a real true gangster that day. It's gonna be a life-changing event. And it's gonna be a sneak attack. So some of the stuff that we looking for to happen, some of that stuff has already happened. And some of the stuff we looking for to happen is happening right under our noses right now. But it doesn't look like the way that we thought it was gonna look. So you'll still be sitting back waiting for this to happen, that to happen. Whole time the Most High gonna pop up and do a drive-by on the earth. We got 6 people in here watching right now. Hey, family, it's no reason that we should only have 2 likes in here. Hit the like button so that this video will go out to your other brothers and sisters. King David says, this is wake up moment. Pluck people out, either y'all only or not, because when he show up, it's up. You got that right, King David. King David says, facts, because conditioned with all this faith, nah, y'all like action, got us scared to tap in, and if they do say do it the wicked way with all that African spirit BS. Facts, King David. And you know what I'm seeing by watching this video? Seeing it's been fluctuating between 5 to 7 people and only 2 people in here liking. That lets me know we got some spy niggas up in here. And I'm always going to mention it, right? Not that I care, because I know I got a lot of spy niggas on this channel that watch for various reasons. Many of them are nefarious. That's why I asked you to hit the like button, and you still staying here all this time and you don't hit it, because you don't like me, which I don't give a fuck, okay? And you don't like the teachings or the messages that we bring out either. Once again, I don't give a fuck, okay? But I'm calling you out because I know who you are. Many of you out there, a bunch of damn spy niggas. Come around here, you watch, you want to ear hustle, you want to see what the Most High God is revealing to us for various reasons. Because a lot of you out there, Most High ain't revealing jack to you. So you got to come over here and be a spy nigga and watch people like us. Because, you know, it just is what it is. We got it going on over here. Wherever we at, we got it going on. And a lot of you niggas out there, you know that. That's why you come here, okay, and you be on your little secret your spy nigga mission. That's why you don't hit the like button. You just come and watch, just like a little girl. I don't understand some of you. I really don't. You gotta be a devious person, a devil, and a demon, and a little bit of a piece of a crap to come and spend your time and energy watching the channel, watching the live stream. You don't like the message. You don't like the nigga giving the message. Why are you here? I forgot. Because you a spy nigga. And I know that you're out there. And I'm talking to you. And you know I'm talking to you. That's why your dumb ass come in here, you just watch, and you won't hit the like button. Look, not that I care. Sometimes, every once in a while, I just gotta let you niggas know that I know you out there. I'm talking to you. Mr. I won't hit the like button. Mrs. I won't hit the like button. But I'ma stay and watch the whole live stream, though. That's what you call a spy nigga. And every once in a while, you gotta beat on that drum to let them niggas know you know. That's how I get down. In case you didn't know, you're dealing with one of the realists. In case you didn't know. King David says, man, if our people caused shit back in time when things was pure with Yah around, they will be real spooked. It was super spiritual, but our people knew it was Yah. That's the difference before we got scared. Facts, David. Hey, Israelites are some of the scariest people on planet Earth. And our people have always been like that, even in the days of Uncle Moses. Niggas was scared. They was like, no, you talk to him. We don't want to talk to him. We're going to die. Same thing today. You try to tap into the Most High God, niggas be scared. They talk crazy about you. They're going to call you a sorcerer too. You try to tap, the closer you try to get to the Most High God, they're going to say you a sorcerer. You a warlock, you a witch. I guarantee you, It's some wicked ass nigga out there right now saying, you know what? I know how Mr. Real Talk talked to that tree. I know how he talked to the tree. Sorcery, he doing witchcraft. That's how I know most people on planet Earth, including myself, this is something that I'm only starting to figure out now. What a human being really is. What a human being really can do. I'm only now just scratching the tip of the iceberg, figuring out what kind of world this is, figuring out what kind of planet this is. And like King David said, they telling you to look up in the sky looking for a deity. You know what that means? Something is coming up from the ground. Wherever these people say, just know you need to be looking in the opposite direction. Period. King David says, had to block one brother. I was following him until he started doing that BS symbols and sending Mason owls on my post talking about let's debate. That G Kevin dude then wants to throw New Testament with its to JC and all that slick games. So me your true colors, show me your true colors, block. And I know all about them Mason symbols and ETC. So all that code talk, I understand. Hey, shout out to you, King David. Shout out to you, King David. There's so much deception all around, and there's so many people that want us to give our energy, our loyalty, and dedication to another spirit other than Yah only. We just not doing it. We're just not doing it. And y'all, my fingers feel like ice blocks out here so cold right now. Family, originally I wasn't supposed to be able to go live right now because they tried to, they was gonna have us in slavery. I've been in slavery all day, and then they was gonna try to put us in slavery tonight as well. But that got canceled. All praises to the Most High God. That's the only reason why you see me right now. Because I was supposed to be working until tonight. But all praises to the Most High God and Him alone. That He allowed that thing to, He allowed them to let me go for the day. How you doing? And it's a beautiful thing because I'm very tired, I'm very cold, and I'm very hungry. And get ready to let you wonderful Hebrews get up out of here. Most High willing, we will be going live tomorrow, late afternoon, early evening. And tomorrow's live stream is going to be good. We're going to be going into an area of great interest. Human beings and some of the abilities that they have, some of the things that they can do. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going to be going in a little bit and revealing something to you, brothers and sisters, that was revealed to me about myself and one of the things that I can do. And the whole thing with the tree incident years ago, once I tell you what's been revealed to me about one of the things that I can do, it kind of make more sense about that tree. And to me, I got a bunch of crazy stories that I never really shared with anybody because they sound too crazy. But after coming to the realization that I am at now, a lot of these things make so much more sense. You were created in Yah's own image. Just let that sink in for a second. Do you even know what that means? Created in Yah's own image. Look at that sun shining on that water with all those geese. You're created in Yah's own image. And you actually have his breath inside of you. And your body is filled with electricity. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means you are capable of? Made in the image of Yah. You have actually the spirit of Yah and his breath walking around in your body, made in his image, and you're filled with electricity. Do you know what that qualifies you for? I'm talking just off some basic level stuff. We ain't even talk about nothing deep. But it is deep that the Most High God himself is walking around inside your body, that's what animates your body, beloved. You've been taught to play that cheap. You've been taught to belittle that and not to think as much of that as you should. God in the flesh. You. You are not Yah, but Yah is inside of you. Not a figure of speech. I'm talking literally. That's the only thing that's holding your body upright. The very minute that Yah leaves your body turns into an ice cold meat suit. It's really that simple, y'all. We got Tessa Yah in the house. Tessa Yah says, we are angel stock and they are mankind. They are hating on the real OGs walking around here. Hey, Tessa Yah, I couldn't have put it better myself. Peace and Baruchins to you, Tessa Yah, the spiritual gangster. She just told y'all what was up in a nutshell. I couldn't have said it better myself. That was very nice, plain to the point, easy to understand. King David says 100 at Tessa Yah. King David says, we are many clones of Yah, but not literally him. So we some power people. Then you got those like that lesson who just here with no life, but movement and just pure darkness with them. Facts. And that's why they try to lump everybody in together. No, no, no. Absolutely not. We ain't all the same. We are not all the same. In fact, we're very different. You got, like King David said, you got people walking around. They look human. They got 2 arms, 2 legs. You grew up with some of them, live in your neighborhood, went to school with you. They are not human. You know why? Real humans have the breath of Yah inside them. Those other people, I don't care whether they're black, white, Spanish, Asian, whatever. You ain't got the breath of Yah in you. You are just a good-looking knockoff. You're fake. You a clone. You're not the real deal. The real deal got the breath of Yah inside of them. And plus the ones without the breath of Yah, they got 2 different missions. The ones with the breath of Yah, they were supposed to guard the garden and protect the garden. And now you gotta ask yourself this. If everything was all good in the beginning, what in the world do they need to guard the garden from? You see that? I'm gonna keep on saying it. This world ain't nothing like what they told us it was. We knew over a year and a half ago that there was a lot of stuff going on in Genesis, a lot of lies, a lot of twisting and turning. So we knew over a year and a half ago that we needed to go back to the beginning. Because if you can't get the beginning of the story straight, everything after that is going to be off. Jeremiah 33:3 again, I'm paraphrasing. Seek me, and I will show you things that you have not heard or seen. I'm paraphrasing. 3:3, Jeremiah 33:3. That's what the Old Testament only Hebrews have been doing. And the Gentiles that's going to cleave to us, that's what they're doing too. And the Most High God, he's showing up and showing out. And at some point, he's going to show up in this physical realm and start busting heads. Tessa Yah says, we got soul and we are super bad. In my James Brown voice, I got soul and I'm super bad. Hey, shout out to Tessa Yah, spiritual gangster in the house. Y'all, it is colder than a polar bear's toenail out here. And it's only going to get colder because me in the DMV, we get ready to get hit with a massive snowstorm. They say tomorrow evening, the snow's going to start pounding, tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, and it's going to really come down. And it feels like it too. It is very cold out here. I cannot even feel my fingers. I don't know how I'm out here right now. Only reason I can think of why I can still take this right now and buy this water is very cold because I've been outside freezing all day is slavery. So like this is like just more of the same. I'm sure I'm gonna realize exactly how cold I am when I get back to the bat cave and I crank that heat up. But I like to come down here no matter what the weather is like because I like nature. I like the trees. I like the water. I like the geese. I like the heavens. I like it all. And I get a certain kind of feeling when I'm out in the creation because we are a part of the creation. I'm one of the ones just like y'all. We got the breath of Yah in us. So when we come out in a space like this, our natural surroundings, I feel good. I feel good. I knew that I would. I feel good. I knew that I would. So good. So good. I got you. I feel good. Even though I'm freezing, I feel really good. Listen to the birdies out there as I'm soaking it all in. As soon as I got out of slavery today, I wanted to go to Sugarloaf Mountain, aka Mount Ephraim, but that was like 60 miles away, and I just didn't feel like making the ride, although I wanted it to. Although I wanted to. I'm just too tired to make that drive to Sugarloaf Mountain or Mount Ephraim, as it's properly known. And that's right here in America. I'm not in Africa. I'm right here in America. Mount Ephraim from the Old Testament. Right here in America. 60 minutes away. I just didn't feel like making that ride because I'm too tired. But I definitely wish I had somebody nearby who could chauffeur me up there because I would be like, yo, let's saddle up right now. We going to Mount Ephraim, way out Maryland. All praises to the Most High God. I hope everybody's had a good week. I hope y'all being safe out there. If you are somewhere where this major snowstorm coming tomorrow is going to affect you, I want y'all to be safe. Hit the like button if you have not hit the like button already. Also, book is live on Amazon, Bootstrapped to Millions. How anybody can build wealth from scratch. You can do it, beloved. All you got to do is change your mindset. Read the book today. It's live on Amazon. Link in the video description. All praises to the Most High God and Him alone. Most High willing, tomorrow evening we'll go live. And I told you, tomorrow's evening live stream is going to be very interesting. Would you look at that view right there? Can y'all see that? Hey, yo, hit the like button right there if you like the beauty of the creation of the Most High God. That's amazing, y'all. Look at that. Don't get no better than that. Look at that joint. Y'all good? You good? What up, bro? Look at that sun dancing on that water, y'all. You see that? See stuff like that? That's why I come out here. What you looking at right now. That's why I come out here, yo. To hear the geese. But I ain't know what. I don't know if I ever seen geese out here like this. I seen ducks before, but these geese are literally everywhere. Y'all see? Do y'all see this? This is look like something right out of a nature, a Marty Stafford Wild America film. Cannot make this up. And it's very cold out here too. Very cold. Look at that though. I mean, that's just. I could stay out here all night if it wasn't cold like this. King David says, yeah, that's a good question. They say everything was pure from the beginning, but how when y'all made the first righteous said God from the wicked? So wicked was long here before righteous. Exactly. A King David, and you know what? Even though we can concur that when we read the scriptures, niggas will still get mad at you for saying that. Because look, this is the beginning now. This is in the garden. If everything is all good, there's nothing to guard. You only need somebody to guard something when there's the possibility of danger. If everything is all good, things are just being created, there is no danger. So what in the world did they have to guard the garden from? You see that? See, those are the kind of things that the Most High God is bringing awareness to. And King David, you know that niggas will hate your guts for even having the audacity to point that out. Even though we can see it, we are no longer in the era where we're going to see things and we're going to stay quiet about it. It doesn't matter who likes it. The truth needs to come out. And it's been hidden for so long. Some of these things that are coming out now, I be asking myself, how did this get past us? But I know how. The book of Isaiah, I think 28th chapter, the Most High says, I poured out the spirit of deep sleep. The Most High God is the one who put us to sleep. So he made it so we couldn't understand and so that we would go for the okey doke. He made us stupid and he made us gullible. That's what happens when you reject Yah only. You become stupid and gullible and you will fall for anything. Yes, you will. We have kings and queens, says shalom. Shalom to you, fam. Good to see you as always. Hope all is well with you. I hope that everybody out there, once again, has had a great week. I hope that somebody was edified by this live stream. And I hope that you will never, ever be afraid to question anything. It's not a sin to want answers. We are seeking wisdom as we've been instructed to do. You're to seek wisdom at all costs. Turn to the Most High Yah with all your heart, mind, and soul and seek wisdom. She's going to put you up on game. Guess what? Wisdom is the one who's letting us know that there was something for them to guard the garden from. They're not going to teach you that in church. They're going to gloss right over that. That's the thing, y'all. So many things are right in our face, but we've been taught to gloss over these things. Just like you've been taught to gloss over who you really are, what you really are, what you can do. Just off the natural. Ain't no witchcraft, ain't no sorcery. We're talking about a natural human being who has the breath of Yah inside of them and somebody who's actually made in the image of the Most High Yah. You are a mini clone of him. And you're going to be surprised that you can do things like telekinesis. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. We should be able to understand that in all reality, doing something like telekinesis should be considered small work, light work. You're talking about Yah himself living and breathing inside of your body. Your body is filled with electricity. Do you understand what that means, beloved? You a superhero if you can remember that and if you can get it in here. Look, the scripture's been telling us, y'all. The top part of Proverbs 23:7. For as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You mean if I really think something in my mind and believe it in my mind, so am I? So you telling me if I really, really, really think something and believe it in my mind, I can move that spoon on the table without touching it with my hand? If I really believe I can do it. See, a lot of brothers and sisters, y'all ain't ready for that conversation yet. You ain't ready for it yet, and I don't blame you. We don't force nothing around here. We let things take its natural course. All we do is serve Yah and him only, Torah only, Tanakh only, and we let the chips fall where they may. If you guys and gals can make the live stream tomorrow, it's going to be interesting. We're going to be talking about some real interesting things about what a human being can actually do. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Most High willing, I'll see you beloved ones tomorrow. And if you missed that live stream tomorrow, try to catch it on the playback when you can. And look at the majesty of the Most High God. This is beautiful. I hope that somebody was edified by this. Beloved, I'm out.